It shows in the news that a virus breaks out in South Korea and the government recommends people stay home. Former United Nations investigator Gerry, his wife, Karen, and their two daughters, Rachel and Connie, live in Philadelphia. The family leaves to celebrate Connie's birthday but is trapped in a heavy traffic jam. A policeman breaks their car mirror and Gerry goes out to find out about the situation, but a bomb blasts and a police officer asks him to stay inside the car. Suddenly a stampede starts and he tries to get his car out of there, but his vehicle collides with a truck. Gerry gets his family out of the car and asks them to sit in the nearby RV, and watches as a woman bites a man, causing him to become infected and start biting people. There are infected people everywhere, biting others, and Gerry's RV is attacked by some infected people. He kills them and drives the vehicle towards the highway, and in the blink of an eye, the entire city is destroyed. On the way, Rachel has trouble breathing and loses her inhaler, so Gerry stops the RV and tries to comfort her. He receives a phone call from his friend Thierry, who tells him that the east side of the city has been destroyed and all the citizens have been infected. He tells Gerry to arrive at the extraction point an hour later and tells him that I need your help now. They arrive at a store in Newark to stock up on medicine and food. Karen gathers the food and Gerry looks for Rachel's medicine. A man with a gun comes in and gives Gerry some medicine, and then Gerry hears screams of his wife and daughter. Gerry quickly goes and shoots the man to save her, and when they go to leave, someone takes their vehicle. They run toward the building and Gerry informs Thierry to get them from the roof of the building's apartment 23. They reach the building and Gerry shoots the infected one, but as he sees a horde he quickly straps the door to make them stop. They run upstairs and the infected group enters the building. Gerry drops a fridge to block the way, and there they see another family who invites them into the room. They are 3 people and have a boy named Thomas. They give them food and Gerry hears the news on the radio that the zombie virus is spreading around the globe. Gerry asks them to leave with them, but the man doesn't want to leave. Gerry then makes a knife sword and covers his hand with a book to restrict the attack, and the family leaves for the roof. The zombies again attack them and Gerry tries to stop them and tells his family to reach the roof. The family reaches the top and Karen burns a flare to call the helicopter. While Gerry is under attack, Thomas arrives and shoots it. The helicopter arrives, and Gerry and Thomas also make it to the top. Gerry holds the door to restrict the zombies, and after his family boards the helicopter, he also runs and boards the helicopter. The soldiers shoot them before leaving and then take them to the United Nations command ship where Thierry is waiting for them. Gerry thanks his friend and he gives them a room on the ship. Thierry tells him the president is dead and 4 of 6 joint chiefs are also missing, and all the cities have been infected. Thierry takes him to the command room where he shows him Dr. Fassbach, who is telling other about the virus. He tells Gerry that according to the doctors, it's the Spanish flu that first started in 1920 and killed 3% of the world's population, and they've named the virus zombies. He asks Gerry to go to South Korea with a special team because that's where it all started, so they can make his vaccine. Sergeant Molinaro arrives at Gerry and tells him, you were on the ground during the Liberian Civil War, so we need your help. Gerry says no to the sergeant because he doesn't want to leave his family behind. Sergeant tells him if you want to protect your family then you need to find the source of the vaccine, and Gerry agrees. Gerry tells Karen about the situation and she asks him to stay. Gerry has no choice and gives her a phone to stay in contact and leaves. The team flies towards South Korea, and on the plane, Dr. Fassbach tells Gerry that nature is the best serial killer. While on the ship, they start to send people toward the safe zone in Orlando. Pilot wakes them up before landing and they land South Korean Camp Humphreys. They get off the plane and the zombies wake up hearing their voice and attack them. The soldiers shoot them and the doctor's foot slips and dies. Ranger soldiers arrive to help them and take Gerry and leave killing zombies. Inside, Gerry tells them that Dr. Fassbach died, he was our best hope and we're still trying to figure out about the virus. Captain Speak tells Gerry that sound draws them and they only kill by headshot. Speak asks Gerry if the other guy was a doctor, then what are you? Gerry tells him 11 days ago there was a memo sent from this place that had the word zombie in it. They show him a room of 16 burned people, all of them were bitten. Then we see a doctor experimenting on the dead man and suddenly that man infects the doctor and then the doctor attacks his other patients. Gerry meets with ex-CIA agent David, who is infected and has been arrested for selling weapons in North Korea. Gerry asks him how the North Koreans survived, so he breaks his tooth and tells him that they removed their teeth so the zombies couldn't bite. When Gerry says it's a bullshit, then David tells him before the undead attack Israel sealed off their entire country, they know first and act first. If you want answers you need to meet Jürgen Warmbrunn in Jerusalem, and Gerry tells Ellis we're going to Jerusalem. Gerry calls his wife but the call gets disconnected due to network failure. They ride on cycles to make less noise, but suddenly Gerry's phone starts ringing and the zombies wake up. Zombies start chasing them and Speak arrives with the truck to distract zombies. They reach the plane and start refueling it while the soldiers fire on zombies. Speak is bitten by zombie, but Gerry and Ellis go inside the plane and zombies rush inside it, but Gerry quickly locks the cockpit's door and takes off. As the plane flies, the zombies fall off. Gerry then calls Karen and informs him he is fine and they're going to Israel. They land in Jerusalem and Gerry asks Ellis to stay in the plan until he comes back. Gerry goes and meet Jurgen, who tells him they got news of zombie from India and then sealed their country by walls. Gerry asks him where they can find Patient Zero and Jurgen then takes him to the place where he shows him the wall to avoid zombies. On the other side of the wall, thousands of zombies are roaming. Juice starts playing on the loudspeakers, which makes too much noise. Hearing the noise, the zombies start climbing the wall. Gerry tells Jurgen to control the noise, but then he sees zombies falling from the wall. People start running, but the zombies start falling like rain and starts killing. Jurgen orders to leave Gerry toward the airport. They run and zombies rush toward the city. Soldiers keep shooting at them and throw bombs, killing them. One of the soldiers gets bitten and Gerry cuts her hand to prevent her from becoming a zombie. Saving themselves, they arrive at the airport, but Ellis takes off and they escape on another plane and the zombies swarm throughout the airport. Gerry changes the badge of Soldier Girl and then remembers Ellis when they were in the burned room and Dr. Fassbach, who told him we need to find the cure in the virus itself. Gerry calls Thierry and requests that he redirect the plane to a medical research facility in Cardiff owned by the World Health Organization. During the journey, a stowaway zombie attacks the air hostess and then one by one passengers of economy class starts turning into zombies. Gerry sees them and asks other to build a gate with suitcases. During this, a bag falls and zombies attack them. In an attempt to eliminate the zombies, Gerry detonates a grenade to breach the cabin and expel them. The resulting explosion causes the plane to crash land. Gerry and Segan manage to survive the crash, although Gerry is trapped in his seat and has sustained injuries. Segan comes to Gerry's aid, and together, they make their way to the Cardiff facility. However, Gerry loses consciousness due to his injuries and wakes up 3 days later after receiving medical treatment from the WHO staff. He shares his theory with the WHO scientists, suggesting that the zombies ignore people who are already terminally ill or injured, as they are not suitable hosts for infection. Gerry proposes injecting healthy individuals with a curable pathogen as a form of camouflage against the zombies. Unfortunately, the pathogen samples are located in a section of the WHO facility infested with zombies. Gerry, Segan, and the head doctor must fight through the lab. Just as Gerry is about to leave, a lone zombie blocks his path, compelling him to test his theory by injecting himself. As Gerry opens the door, his theory is proven correct as the zombie ignores him, allowing him to safely pass the remaining zombies with the pathogen samples in his possession. Gerry and Segan reach a secure area in Freeport, Nova Scotia, where he is reunited with Karen, their daughters, and Tommy, who is now being raised by Karen and Gerry. A vaccine is promptly created, serving as stealth against the zombies, enabling civilians to evacuate infected regions safely and empowering the military to combat the zombies more efficiently. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to watch more videos like this.